Okay, friends, let's hope that you will hear me. Let's talk about next update and let's talk about next update of the Ultimative Locomotion system that I'm working on currently. As you probably know, it's a MetaHuman update. It will be MetaHuman update, and let's talk about that and what problems did I met in the process. Okay, here we go. Let me open the Unreal Engine and let's see the editor. It's like, let me show you how it looks like currently. And yeah, you can kind of walk around. I did a lot of fixes, but let's see for the some details. First of all, pay attention to its hands. You see how hands actually behave. It should not be like this, but this behavior comes from the fact that MetaHuman rig's hands are actually shorter than mannequin that I animated myself, since all my animations made for the mannequin, they are retargeted this way. Let me show you the retargeter itself. I did a lot of retargeters and I tweaked them, and here in the prone position, as you know, I have a lot of animations. I don't even know how many actually, but it is a lot. If we go, we can probably try to count them. If we go to the Locomotion animations, and let's see only Locomotion on us, and if we go to the animation sequence, we see the number. It's not all, but that's how should be retargeted. For example, these prone animations, and in here we have female we have queen retargeter position. We have female mannequin, okay, female base body from the MetaHuman. Let's give it offset of 70 to see it properly. And as you can see, since its hands shorter than the hands of the mannequin, and I animated the mannequin, and these characters are fully compatible with mannequin, but MetaHuman characters do not compatible with the mannequin at all. And the retargeter works, let's say it works not that good, but it creates some problems. You see how hands actually stretch it, and it is bad. There is solution. We can just offset the hands like in their previous position without matching them like this, but this will create other issues. Where is it? Either Locomotion. Here is no such problem. I just I removed that offset. I removed that strict matching, but this creates another set of problems. It removes set of problems from the prone. As you can see, or is it that or not that? Let's give it offset 17. I have a couple. It's not it. I have a couple of prone crow. This one we have prone idle, and in prone idle, as you can see, I just, since hands are shorter, I just moved them in a shorter position, and let's see better. We give okay, where is it? Offset. I'm actually holding the microphone in my hand currently, so I'm working with one hand. In second hand I'm holding my micro. Since after release a lot of things happen for me, so I'm like right now in a Spartan, like I'm just like it's not the place to record the video with the audio, but okay, I'm just doing it since I have the micro. Let's hope sound is not that bad or is not that terrible. I will try to listen it afterwards, but I don't have tools to fix it anyway, so it will be uploaded as is from the OBS. here, as you can see, like hands work correctly, but this breaks ladder, because in ladder, let me ladder idle, find ladder puzzle idle. This will do. In ladder we should have exact matching, because we have mathematically calculated, like as you can see, it just holds a little bit down. See, and its hands actually smaller than the mannequin hands. The metahuman hands actually smaller. So to fix smaller hands issue, I just kinda tweaked the ladder mesh, base mesh. It's not that comfortable to navigate. Let me navigate. I just make it smaller, but I can't just fix the issue with the ladder. I fixed it for the male, since male hands are a little bit longer than the female ones, but I can't fix it for the female. Here is the male, as you can see, it is properly, it can properly move ladder, it can slide down, but it cannot, it even can kind of climb up. Let me just, where is it? Where is the top? Let's go to the top. Let's slow down the time and let's see. As you can see, there is small issues anyway, and this kind of stuff. Also, default metahuman ragdoll, which is located somewhere. Metahumans Etor. I don't know where is it located. Let me just navigate to it. Where is it? This and this. And we have physics body. And this physics body. What happened? Just I didn't tweak this one. I tweaked a different one. It's different. Okay, let's say I have this body and I have physics asset of it or not. Okay, let's see, where is it? Or character mesh, and this mesh should have a physics asset, right? Okay, let's just find it. Let's stop it. Let me show you the physics asset first. Let's see for it, and here we go. This is normal weight physics asset. Okay, I don't care because they are broken. Default physics asset for them. Where is it? Where is it? What? Where is physics asset? It's just body. Just wait, and let me just find the physics asset thing. Finally, I think I tweaked this one. So by default it's broken, and here I fixed it, so it is little bit better. If we press Alt E, it's now little better than it was. It was terrible. Physics assets for the metahuman just not configured properly. Don't know why. It's just how it is. So if we go here, if we see this physics asset, for example, this is all comes from the from the developers. This is not my physics asset. It's uploaded in here with the bridge, with the Quixel bridge. So it is, as you can see, it is terrible. And if we Shift Alt, you see that, right? It's just I can't say that this ragdoll will work for anyone. Let me just disable it. So if we Alt E simulate whole body, it's just catastrophic. And I fixed it as well, so it's now better. for the metahuman, but there is a lot of work to do still. Also, I fixed a lot of things related to the animation references, because like right now you have all these transitions inside of the parameters, you haven't them in the parameters, and like small things, a lot of small things I also fixed. As you can see, ragdoll is working. And there is also problems with the mantle animations. If we just come here, it's not that visible since it's slightly fixed in here, but it's not still. Yeah. It just happened because hands are actually shorter than they are. Also, I kinda updated control rig things. Shift escape. Come on, stop it. Where is it? The control rig should be in here. Also fixed the control rig, added offsets to necessary places, since metahuman hands actually shorter than the mannequin hands. You need to offset it in here inside of the hand solve. Also, there was like deprecated sequence nodes, and I replaced them, and other nodes, some other nodes deprecated was in here. This is the offset that I give. Maybe it doesn't need it after I fix it. Okay. And of course, out of box metahuman characters will not work with this control rig, because they don't work with control rig, because by default metahuman rig do not have these IK bones, and I have had to recreate them myself by hands. Here how they look like, and if we just character bones hierarchy, here how they look like. And there was another issue, because this is not a complete copy of the IK bones from the original mannequin. If we pay close attention, you see that we have this bone attached to root, right, and this bone attached to root as well. But in my case, like this virtual bone contains all the bones, and you probably might ask, why is that? Why I just made it? Well, this is just simple, because I can't add another virtual bone to the root. That's all. I don't know why. It's just question to the epics. But bones are com, and IK works. Well, for the most of the time it works, so let's hope it will work in the future. This is how the metahuman rig looks like. This is what I have to work with, and it has a lot more hand bones in here, and fingers from the mannequin cannot be retargeted to the metahuman rig one-to-one. They will always have some strange issues in there anyway. It's impossible to fix, I think. So this is what I'm working on today. I hoped that today I will just fix it, and I thought so, like in the day before. But still some issues just came out constantly. Why is that? Well, it's just today I just hoped that I can create different retargeters for different movement modes, and that will fix everything. But unfortunately it doesn't help that much, because for example this one is used for the prone and crawling, but it turned out that if we just enter to the prone, let me enter to the crawling. As you can see, here is kinda hands on it. It's probably not that visible. Let me just eject. Let's get out and let's get closer to the ground, because it's not visible. Here hands are on the ground. It is okay. But if we enter to the Let's crouch. Some things doesn't work right now correctly, so okay. And if we just go X, eject, and if we go here, we will see that our hand's slightly upper. Like, it's slightly upper. I can't move it with my my right hand just holds the microphone, so my left hand holds the microphone, so I can't move it normally. And as you can see, it's slightly upper. And constant offset that I added inside of the control rig here doesn't solve the problem. So it's useless, this offset. Anyway, so I just decided to recreate all the animations. Right now I exported the ladder animation, and I will kind of try to replace it and then retarget it. In this new ladder position, ladder animation, let me just ladder. I just updated this basic position. It was a little bit different. It was hands was actually not like that. Hands was something like that. But since MetaHuman hands actually shorter, I just put this upper and forward. And I did this for each of the ladder animations. And I fixed idle. Let's go to the idle. My legs, obviously, in this character and in the mannequin, they are like straight by default. If you just exit from this, as you can see, they are just perfect line. They doesn't have like but the MetaHuman legs. Let me just show you the legs. Let's pay attention to it. As you can see, these legs are actually slightly have already this thing. And my idle animation, if we go to the idle, or where is it? Oh, we can just see it in game. This is the idle. Let me eject from it. Here we go. And if we just come from the side, we can see the problem. And this is how the problem looks like. It shouldn't stay like this. Okay, it just shouldn't stay like this, but it is retargeted like this. And inside of the retargeter, I can't move the pelvis upper. Yeah, maybe there is a way to move the pelvis upper, like in here, just move it upper. But I don't know, is it possible or not? I didn't experiment with that. Maybe I should add some experiments. I should add some control to the pelvis and try to move it up. But I think it will break the root motion, because root motion is bound to the pelvis and pelvis to the root. I don't know what will happen actually, because I don't understand this new retargeter system. Anyway, so I moved in my my new idols. This is my idol that I recreated. I just moved it a little bit upper in here because it was necessary, and like this. And of course the hands, since there is shorter hands, because this hands actually shorter in idle position. If we go to the idle, we can see that it just does this. And they not only shorter, but shoulders are in different position. These shoulders are lower and these shoulders are upper. And these terrible things actually happen because, let me just 17. It's still bad. It should not look like this. If I move it for the idle to look good, if I move it bottom, it will break the ladder, it will break the crouch and crawl and the rest of the stuff. So it is hard to work with this system, and once I finish, I hope to finish it well as soon as possible, since I'm working with this stuff every day. I will of course release it, and it will work with the two bodies, but right now I uploaded only the mannequin of the male. First I'm going to fix the male and only then the female. will be fixed, and I will upload it, even if it will be very terrible, but I will try to upload it. I don't have, if you ask why not kinda use just the this mannequin directly in here inside of the Blender, well, I don't have rig for it. This is Autorig Pro, and Autorig Pro doesn't support Rigify bones completely, but it is support Unreal Engine 4 mannequin which I'm using. And of course it will create another set of issues with T-pose, because T-poses are different in there. This mannequin has its own T-pose, the new MetaHumans has their own T-poses for each of them, and they are different. They are two of them, like one of them for the male and second one for the female, and this is what I'm working on right now. So when I'm finished it, I'll try to finish it as soon as possible, because well, a lot of things was done. I don't know, like I need to test right now the ladder thing. So that's all what I wanted to say. Let's hope that this explains you the whole thing.